it's picky. It does not work this way, as you can see. So I'm going to quit Photoshop. I am going to now search Gmetrix and use the app. Through the app, I can sign in. Oops. And I'm going to go to Dashboard. Here's all my recent activity. I'm going to start a new test. I'm going to go to Photoshop. I'm going to go to Test 1. Let's do Training Mode. And if you want to pick up on an old test, you can. I finished that test, so I'm going to start a new test. Now it should open Photoshop. There we go. It opens Photoshop. So you have to pull up the app and sign in through that. Have Photoshop closed and it will open Photoshop. It'll give you questions. These questions, you're supposed to read them and try to figure out what the best answer is. And let's see if I got that right. I got that wrong. So I'm going to try to retry, because you can try this until you get it right. And since I needed to retry, I'm going to mark it for review. A blank file is unprocessed and contains more data than a standard. Oh, a raw file is unprocessed. And now I'm going to hit Next. And I have it marked for review, but now I can move on. So I'll hit Next and move on. I have another question. I'm just going to click an answer. If you get it wrong, you can still retry. If you hit Next, it's going to save that wrong answer on your record. But you can back up and you can go change it. It will make you submit an answer before hitting Next, though. Okay, here's an activity one. So it says create a new image that has a width of 1094. So go to File, New. Width of 1094. Height of 672. Name it Pamphlet. And accept all others. So you just have to follow the instructions as it goes through. It will get a little bit harder, and if you ever do anything that you're like, oh, I did it wrong, I don't want it to count me wrong, you can hit Reset Task. And it will reset it, and then you can start from a fresh slate. If you have to leave early, you can hit Save, and later it will show up in your saved tests. You can come back and pick up where it left off. And the only other thing is, if you struggle with it, I'd like you to try to read it and try to do it on your own, because that ensures you're thinking through the process. But if you're like, I don't know where to go, remember there's a help button down here which can help you figure out exactly what you need to do. So there's that too. So I could save this test, and you can't save and continue. So are you sure you want to save and exit? You'll have to say, yes, I'm sure I want to save and exit.